Good morning. We're on Tuesday. Kind of reminded that tomorrow, in honor of Veterans Day, no school. But let's get to our words today. Again, we're dealing with the vowel sound in coin. If you take a look at this chart, which we saw yesterday, we have OI and OY. And I'm not trying to hit on this point too much, but there are different times when you use OI and OY. Here's a bunch of OI words. Some are spelling words, some are not. But a lot of times it's in the middle of a word or at the beginning of the word. Now, here's where the rule doesn't always follow exactly. Because I talked yesterday about how OY is usually at the end of a first syllable, like poison, but here it's OI. And sometimes that can happen. I know we might giggle when we say toilet, but that's another good example. It's not T-O-Y-L-E-T, it's T-O-I. And so you do got to be careful. And again, I know poison and toilet are not spelling words, but I'm just trying to say you got to be careful. And that's why you got to study these words. Because here, when we have loyal, you hear the oi at the end of the first syllable, and loyal, there it is a Y. And a lot of times, though, what does generally follow the rule always is when it's at the end of the word, the oi sound, it's going to be OY. And here's a lot of our spelling words: boy, toy, joy. And again, those are pretty common to us, and you probably knew that. And to be honest, I hope you get a good grade in the spelling test to those you know. But the reason you're still going through them is because you got to know the difference between OI and OY, because same sound, different spellings. That's why I like this spelling list, because number one, you need to fill in the correct spelling in these little ads here. These are trying to sell stuff, is what I call spelling sales, and fill in the correct letters of the ads, and then you got to sort them. Put the OI words here and the OY words here. And then here's a little bit. Here's called silly sentences. There's words that are not words. You need to replace them with the correct word from up here that helps us make sense. The Osher was riding his old bike. What would make sense? The coin was riding a bike? No. Soil? No. How about the boy, right? The boy was riding his old bike. That's the correct word to overtake the nonsense word. That's how you do that, guys. No spelling tomorrow, no school tomorrow, but this is your assignment today for Tuesday. Lord's blessed Tuesday, praise the Savior.